Record. All right. So 300 plus 1 formula is a proven system which guarantees 100% success if followed step by step. So what does it mean? Well, 30,000 points, for example, is just 100 people doing 300 points each. So it starts with you doing 300 points every single month, right? So these are the personal points. And because if you don't do it, how can you expect anyone else to do it? So in our business, do as I say, not as I do, don't work. We need to do what we're trying to teach other people to do. And 300 points is very doable, but when a lot of people do it, it can amount to a lot of points, right? So that's where it starts. So you simply commit, first of all, to using your own products, right? I always say, if you had a grocery store, you wouldn't close your grocery store in the evening and go shop for food at Tesco's or Sainsbury's or Asda. You would buy from your own grocery store. So exactly the same way here, with FM, you have access to your own perfume, cosmetics, coffee, tea, cleaning products, laundry products, food supplements, etc. shop, right? So why buy from other shops when you can buy from your own shop? So one household can easily use more than 300 points per month of perfumes, shower gels, shampoos, shaving foams, makeup, home cleaning, laundry products, coffee, tea, food supplements, face and hair oils, and many, many, many other products that we have in FM. Now, 300 points is around 80 pounds of basically shopping at your distributor price. So how much do you spend on your household's monthly products in other shops? So you can basically take business from other shops back to your FM shop. And even if you don't think you can use that much products per month, you're definitely going to spend some money on birthday presents and other occasions. So again, you can purchase those birthday presents, etc., instead of going to a supermarket from your own business. And why not buy these from your own FM shop? And also, you can recommend these products to others. So we have people within our team who also recommend products to other people and sell loads of products as well. So that's also your points, right? So if you don't mind recommending these products to others and selling them for a profit, you also get the points for that. Okay, so let's see what happens when you share this concept with other people who want to make great incomes and will copy you. They will duplicate you. And duplicating means basically copying you. And everyone in your team introduces one person each month. So that's the one. So 300 plus 1, this system stands for 300 points plus one person per month introduced into the business. Now, one person per month is very, very doable again. I mean, I know that many of you who are on the call tonight, you could introduce one person a week. You could introduce 5 people a week, etc. You could do a lot more. But this is just to show you how simple this can be with even very, very little amount of effort, right? So let's look how this works out. So month 1, you do your 300 personal points and you introduce one person into the business and teach them how to do the same thing, 300 points, right? So there's now 2 people in your team, including you, and there's total of 600 points in volume. Your 300 plus the 300 that person did, right? So you, by doing 600 points, you reach 3% Magnolia position and you earn your first commission of £1.58. Okay, maybe not enough to quit your job and to retire to Bahamas, but you getting started, right? And you already made some profit, right? Okay, month 2, you introduce your second person and your person that you introduced last month, your first person, introduces their first, right? So it's really, really simple. Everybody basically is introducing one person a month and teaching them how to do 300 points, and they keep doing it by themselves. So there's now 4 people in your team with 1,200 points in total. I hope you follow me, right? 4 people times 300, which means that you reach the second level on the Magnolia program, which is 6%. So now your commission is £7.88, right? It's starting to increase. Okay, month 3, you introduce your third person. Everybody introduces one person. So there's now 8 people in your team with 2,400 points in volume. You're still 6%, but your team is now growing and your points are now growing. Month 4, you introduce your fourth person. Everybody's introducing one. So there's now 16 people in your team and 4,800 points in volume. which means you hit the third level on the Magnolia program, which is 9% level. And now your points are 4,800 in volume. And now your commission is £33.08, right? Again, it's starting to increase slowly but steadily. Month 5, again, you introduce your 5th person. Everybody introduces one. So there's a total of 32 people in your team and 9,600 points in volume. You reach the next level up, 12% Silver Magnolia, and your commission is £83. Month 6, you introduce your 6th person. There's 64 people now in your team because everybody introduces one. There's 19,200 points in volume, and you're now Silver Magnolia at 15% level with a commission of £184. And finally, in month 7, you introduce your 7th person. Everybody introduces one, and there's now 128 people in your team. With 38,000 points in volume, you hit 21% Golden Magnolia level with a commission of £587, right? So, and you are just a little bit short of qualifying for your Peugeot car as well, right? So this is really first 7 months in business, right? So just after 7 months, your commission is now between £500 and £1,000 a month, and you're on your way to qualify for Peugeot car from the company as a mobile leader, right? So this is a great start, great first half of the year. But we don't stop there. We continue, right? Because you want your team members now to get their Peugeots and to hit their 21%. So in month 8, you introduce 8th person. Everybody in your team introduces one. And your first person that you introduced in your month 1, now it hits 21% level, right? Because they are just one step behind you in the same process, right? So they hit 21% Magnolia, which means that you now become Pearl Orchid. And a Pearl Orchid will earn an average commission of £1,000 a month and qualify for Mercedes A-Class. Month 9, you're still a Pearl, but now your first person, the person you introduced in the first month, they hit Pearl, and your second person now hit 21%, right? So that's great because your team member is now getting A-Class Mercedes, right? And more people are getting Peugeots in your team. Month 10, your third person hits 21%, which means now that you have 3 groups at 21% level or higher. You have actually 2 Pearls and a 21%, and you become an Amaranth Orchid with a commission of £2,000 and Mercedes C-Class. Okay, month 11, 3 people in your team now hit Pearl Orchid level or higher. So you have Amaranth and 2 Pearls, and you become a Golden Orchid. And as a Golden Orchid, you qualify for a commission of £3,000 a month and a Mercedes E-Class. Month 12, you're still a Golden Orchid, but now your 5th person goes 21%, so you're on your way to get to Diamond. And in month 13, you've done it. 5th person in your team hits Pearl Orchid level or higher, and you become a Diamond Orchid with an average commission of £8,000 per month and an S-Class Mercedes from the company as a gift, right? So this the reality is that this system is not a lottery. It's a fact that with this formula, you can get to Diamond and real financial freedom in just 13 months. However, the speed at which you do it is determined by how quick you begin to do your own 300 personal points and by how strong you promote it to everyone in your team. And I would emphasize the second part, because it's easy to do your own personal points, and many people do a lot more than 300. They do 600 and 900 and 1,000 points. But it's the promoting it strongly to your team that really, really matters. Every single person that you bring into the business, if you want the system to work for you, you should be sitting down with that person and saying, let me show you the 300+1. Because I want you to get on board. I'm on board, but I want you to get, because if you don't explain to people this system and don't show them this, and you say to them, well, you need to do 300 points and introduce one person, they will not understand why. But if you show them this, it will be very, very easy for them to get. Also, it's important to stay committed, right? And to stay consistent. Why do I say that? Look at the figures. You see, if you look at the figures for month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, and month 5 and month 6, it doesn't really look that great, does it? When you first start doing it, after 6 months, so that's half a year of doing it, you only have 64 people in your team. And a lot of people, that's where a lot of people quit. Because they go, well, half a year passed, I'm not making that much money. My team isn't that big. I don't think this is working for me, and they give up. But look what happens in the next 6 months. If you continue to do that, if you continue to be persistent and consistent over the next 6 months, by month 12, look at your team. There's over 4,000 people in your team. If you keep doing it, if you don't give up, right? So it's really, really, really important to focus, to stay committed, and to stay consistent at this, right? So really, really, really focus at this and really, really put your mind to it. Okay, so this time next year, you could be on your road to diamond. So I really wish you all the success. I wish you that you use the system. So you will find these slides and other resources on our website. I'll show you the website in a minute. But just before we get to that, how and where can you find these customers and these new team members? Well, there's very, very many places. You know, most people start with family and friends, then people go to workmates, to gym friends, to churches or local community meetings, schools, nursery schools, local shops, talking to the neighbors, hairdressers, beauty salons within the local area, takeaway shops, offices and receptions, hospitals, fairs, markets, expositions, moms clubs, networking, bars and restaurants, holiday destinations, etc. Anybody who knocks on your door, like a mailman or the DPD guy or other, companies, that catalog, etc., and canvas the doors, you can speak to them. And of course, social media, using your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your other social media. Again, you can promote your products, you can promote your business and find new customers and team members. And these are just a few of very, very, very many people who already got their cars with FM, got their great incomes, hit the high levels of achievement, etc. The reason why I like to show this is because, if you look at these people, they're all different people, and they all come from different walks of lives, but all of them have achieved success. So whatever you come from, whatever, you are, you can succeed in this business. It doesn't matter whether you are boy or a girl, whether you white, black, green, blue, or yellow, whether you're old or young, it doesn't really matter. Anybody can achieve success within this business if they just follow simple strategies and stay committed and stay persistent. So guys, you will find this training at titaniumsuccess.co.uk/301, right? So you'll find this training at titaniumsuccess.co.uk/301, right? So 301. If you go there, you'll find these slides and you'll be able to download them and use them for your own use, show them to other people, etc., to get the same results. And I will put a recording of this on there too. Okay, so let me just stop that. Awesome. Oh, somebody's child is crying. Not very happy. Awesome, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to wrap it up here. Hope you got value from this. Hope this helps you. Hope you will be able to use this with your teams to get some great results. Thanks very much for joining. As always, guys, I'll see you at the top. See you later.